All right, welcome back to Cocoa Beach. That's loud in the right ear there, dude. Welcome back to Cocoa Beach Junior Senior High School for Game 2 of the first annual Cocoa Beach, a little higher,
Hold up. All right.
of the Cocoa Beach Invitational, brought to you by Fast Phenom Basketball Training. I am, all right, I just got rostered for another team with first names. We are all over the place here, so, but the good news is that both teams are here for game 2, and Caleb, that's the important thing.
Yes.
Not that I did not enjoy the Melbourne inter-squad scrimmage, but listen, I want to thank Tyler and Fast Phenom Basketball Training. Tyler is a phenomenal trainer. He works with kids as young as 6 years old, all the way up to NBA players. Fast Phenoms help hundreds of players make their school teams, get more playing time, and earn college scholarships. Uh, they have one training facility in Vieira, off Vieira Boulevard, US 1, 5595 Schenck Avenue in the Vieira Business Center, Unit 3 in the first building on your left. So we get ready to go here. Now, we only have first names or first names and last initials for Rockledge and Titusville. This is the 4-5 game, and set to jump is Dalton, and he did not win the jump because Von T scores the first basket of the night, and it's 2-0 Rockledge. And Titusville now working the ball around. It's Caden H with it, works it inside. Rockledge's defense immediately on him inside. That's Braden W. thrown to the back wall, and no bucket. And Rockledge with the rebound. This is Landon with it. Back to Landon. Landon works it inside to Von T. Von T loses the grip. Stripped away by Quay. There you go. That rhymes. Stripped away by Quay. This is Caden H with it. Gets it over to Quay. Quay covered up there nicely by Rodney. Long three-point shot is off the side of the backboard. Rebound falls into the hands of Von T. He headmans the outlet to Jeremy. Jeremy gets it back to Landon. Landon looking, and he'll set up the offense. Vaughn wants it. Vaughn's got it. It's actually easier. Weird, but easier. Inside, and no foul called. I like the refs are going to let him play. Jeremy's shot no good. This is Kenzel B. And then Titusville swing it around. That three-point shot from the causeway, no good. Rebound underneath by Von T. And he'll hold up and let those get ahead of him. Corner three coming from Rodney is a Butte Clark. And it's 5-0 Raiders with 6:18 to play in the opening quarter. Winner will advance to the semifinals today to play Melbourne. Melbourne wins by a forfeit. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Check the audio.
I did check the audio.
Titusville swing the ball around the perimeter. 6:07 to go in the opening quarter. Three-point step-back shot is no good. And nice vertical there by Jeremy. He headbands the pass. Two passes all the way down the floor. Count the bucket as Rodney drops it. But I'm going to tell you right now, that was great ball movement up the floor. Landon got the ball just across the timeline, found his guy inside who immediately went up with it and draws the foul. The end one with an opportunity to give the Raiders an 8-0 lead here. Several players have checked in for Titusville. He does too. Purdy spin on the ball. 5:51 to go. This is Kenzel B with it. Dribbles inside the paint area, or the shaded paint area, which is the 3 area. Shot no good. Titusville, no points on the board. Down 8-0 here. Rockledge's defense smothering it right now. Solid, tight man-to-man, and that's going to be a foul. And the coach for Titusville has his hands in the air and wants to know why there is no foul. And he is told, let us officiate, and you coach. So that's probably a warning. Shot from the corner is no good. And hustle rebound by the Raider. Oh, nice move inside, unfortunately. He released the ball too early, and here come the Terriers with an opportunity. Tried to kick it out for a three to Quay in the corner, but the ball knocked out of bounds by a hustling Jeremy. Just feels weird saying first names. And that'll be a whistle and a foul. That's Caden J tripping over Landon as Braden W gets set to inbound. Titusville 3 minutes in, no buckets yet. This is Caden J. He gets the ball to the elbow to Braden. Braden tries to get inside, immediately covered up, and he'll throw it up. No shot, travel. Good call by the official because that's exactly what happened there.
That Rockledge defense was sitting in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, and they're playing a semblance of it because they're kicking a man out on the shooter on the perimeter. So I like it. And that is a backcourt violation on Rockledge. And Titusville still looking for a basket as Riley J and Mac S check in. .439 to go in quarter number one. 8-0 Rockledge in the second quarterfinal game of the day. Melbourne wins by forfeit in the first quarterfinal. Merritt Island did not show up. And here comes Rockledge.
Trying to be a teammate there with the extra pass.
Yeah, sometimes it's all right to be selfish and take the open shot, and probably should have done that there. And I get it. You want to be a good teammate. I like the mentality. As a little trash talk going on down there. But you got to listen, man. I don't care what you're playing. In any era, you got to expect if you're going to be on the other guy's lap on the bench,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to hear it.
You're going to know you're sitting in front of my bench.
Yeah. You land on my lap, I'm in your ear. At least that's the way it was when we played hockey. Even at the youth level.
Oh, of course.
We'd help them back out on the ice. Long three is no good. 8-0. It's no different than getting tackled on somebody's sidelines.
Right.
Yeah. Rockledge looking for another basket, but good defense by Titusville inside. Loose ball in the hands of Mac S. This is Caden J. Shot no good. Titusville can't buy a bucket to start this one, but they're not. I mean, considering the fact they don't have a basket yet, this could hurt. And that three-point shot is no good from Vaughn, and here comes Titusville. Now, there's an easy one, and they'll convert it. The layup from Quay. They were doing the layup drill, Caleb.
Yes, they were.
To warm up, and it pays off there. That is no given in high school basketball to be wide open underneath of a basket and make it. It's a 50-50 proposition anymore. If we're telling the truth. Long inbound to Rodney. Corner three coming, and that's it. That's a good looking shot from Landon. And it's 11-2. 9-point lead. Still though, yeah, he walked. Hesitated. Put his foot down and walked. 11-2, 2:54 to go in the opening quarter here. And the Raiders' defense, to me, is the story of the quarter. The varsity team with a big win last night. I didn't see what happened there. They put 2:50 back on the clock. Can we just go 6 seconds and then start the clock?
I mean,
there we go. Okay. All right.
we could.
We got 2:50 on the clock, so kudos. Raiders inbound, but listen, they got a big win at the varsity level last night, beating Holy Trinity for the first time in a couple of years. That three, hey, how about Landon? 2 for 2 from beyond the arc on the last two. Drives down the floor, 14-2. Raiders now pulling away a little bit here.
Funny you mentioned that. This was the score to start the game last night for Rockledge and Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity got up 14-2 on Rockledge, and then it was a back-and-forth battle.
Wow.
Yeah, at halftime it was like it was a 5-point game.
Yeah, we watched that game last night. Orville Susong, Zach Clark over on Space Coast Daily had that one last night. That shot no good.
Tried to draw the foul there.
Long three-point shot is short. The follow no good. Rebound to the Raiders. I tell you, these guys got impressive verticals. They block out well underneath. And I tell you what, if you don't get that follow-up, that cleanup, you aren't going to get many more chances after that. Rockledge is a good rebounding back, or from what I've seen thus far, pretty good rebounding team. Good pass inside, and right immediately a double team, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Terriers. And checking in is going to be Ty Leak. And for Rockledge, and 3 and 2 for Titusville's Caden H. and Caden J. So the Cadens are back in. 98 seconds to play in the opening quarter. All Rockledge 14-2. To Titusville's credit, that shot, I mean, they're not, the ball's just not, I mean, this is going to be like an obvious duh statement, but the ball's just not going in, but they're not playing poorly.
No.
This is Rockledge's defense doing its job. And going up with it is Jalen. I am also impressed with the fact that Rockledge takes those bounce passes down low, and I haven't seen them put the ball on the floor yet. Straight up to the basket with it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Right here, you got to go a little higher, okay? Try to keep that basket about this basket, about right here between that scoreboard and that, and then you're good. And then I'll take a look when we get down here because the angle will change. Stolen away, and Rockledge again after making their last two free throws and a 14-point lead. Under a minute to go. The Raiders want to, and that ball is knocked out of bounds. The Raiders want to get to the semifinals quickly here. Yeah, that's perfect. Clock is stopped for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Inside, no good. Out of bounds. Ball back to Titusville. I'm impressed. Got to make that. Get that close. You got to put that off the glass. Back down the floor. Long cross-court pass. 25 seconds. Oh, nice move underneath by Von T. And it's 18-2. Little hesitation there. Pulled the defender up in the air. And immediately Vaughn was able to go to the basket on his way down. That one-handed floater high off the glass. That's a foul not called. Here comes Rockledge down the floor. And that shot is no good. That'll be called. And to the line to shoot two will be Tion. Push. 3.3 seconds to go. Tion to the line. Called on Caden H. First one is good. Raiders 3 for their last 3 from the charity stripe. (19-2) is the score. 20-2 with 3 seconds to go. And, yeah, that's not going to be a good buzzer shot. That does not get off before the buzzer. Nearly went in anyway. And we have reached the end of the first quarter, and it's all Rockledge as they have 10 times more points than does Titusville. The Raiders lead it 20-2. Welcome back to Cocoa Beach for the Cocoa Beach Invitational. Melbourne already on to the semifinals. The winner of this one will meet the Bulldogs coming up at 4:30 today here on Brevard Sports Network. Brought to you by Fast Phenom. Oh, nice move inside. No resistance at all, and he missed the layup. Maybe that's a good sign of things to come for Titusville, who desperately needs buckets. They need buckets. He traveled. He got away with that. He stutter stepped with the ball. And there is a 3 for the Terriers. And that's nearly stolen away. 20-5. Who hit that 3?
I didn't see. I was changing the
score. I thought
score.
it was Caden H. This is Tion with it to the hoop. No good. Tion trying to draw a foul there on the bigger guy. Did not work. Sometimes you got to dish that thing off. This is Landon with it. Mark Aguirre, that's who he reminds me of. I was trying to think with the headband on and the shoe, who Landon reminds me of. I know you don't know who it is. It's okay. Mark Aguirre back in the day. Inside, the one-handed layup is good by Jalen, and it's 22-5. Rockledge on top by 17 with 6:45 to play in the first half. Stolen away, and here come the Raiders again. And that's just a nice block that time by Kenzel B.
And right now he looked at him and said, "Did you have to really make it look that dramatic?
Right.
You have to go and block it with 2 hands.
Right.
You already had the size advantage."
Right. Yep, nope. Spins, turns, and that is definitely a foul. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 will go Jalen.
I will say what I like about Titusville is I like how physical they are. I do like teams that play that very physical type of defense inside.
We got the bodies to do it, for sure. And that's the first free throw missed in a while. And that's going to be called on Tion. Caden J took a chop to the chin there underneath. running for the loose ball by accident, but looked like it might have stung a little. Good feed underneath, but the Rockledge defense just not letting anything get through underneath. And if it is, it's not easy. That shot is good. Nice shot by Kenzel B. And it's 23-7, right? Yeah, should be 23-7. Or what'd you have?
Yeah, I have 23-7.
Yeah, that's what it should be. In the game now is Mac S for Titusville. Yeah, it's 7. It's 7. Yeah, it's 7. Six minutes to go. That is no good. And neither is that. And that's got to be handled. 5:49, 23-7. Across the timeline with it comes Tion. Man, that was close. Jalen. That's just a good job by Jalen to recognize he had nobody to his left. Could take it all the way to the hoop, and it's 25-7. Kick out in the corner. Stolen away by Tion. He's got numbers. Oh, what a move. What a move by Tion. And that one has everyone in the gym clapping, regardless of what color shirt they're wearing, whether it's Melbourne, Titusville, or Rockledge. That's a great play right there. And it's a 20-point lead again. Step back three is no good. Good job fighting underneath. Can't get the roll off the cleanup, and here come the Raiders again. I didn't just turn this off, did I?
No,
okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
Right. High off the glass. That's no good. Now, I know, I've seen some comments about this tournament and the Invitational and teams not being here. Very outstanding JV team. There's a lot of them in this county right now. Bayside's got a great JV team. And, I was talking to Coach Ryan, and he's like, I just, it's like the first year I had 8 teams invited, Then he made the comment to me where he said, I know it was a mistake not to invite more. And my response to him was, no, it's not a mistake. It's the first year for this. So, you know what? You learn from this, build it, let it grow. Next year, you know what you can handle. Next year, why not have the JV teams play a Cape Coast Conference Saturday tournament in the north and a Saturday tournament in the south, and then the winners of those 2 tournaments play in the middle of the week for a championship. You got to talk about these things, and I get it. There are people that are upset that certain teams or other teams didn't get invited, but there was nothing malicious about it, and it's a first-year deal, and, make the correction next year, which they will, or somebody step up next year. And, there's always that, too.
That's what I was going to kind of come for is, I think if people come together and you have multiple people.
Well, let me say this. I've been broadcasting sports in 3 different states for a long time. I've never, ever seen a JV basketball tournament on a Saturday in Ohio, in Maryland, in North Carolina, or Florida, okay? So let me just say that, first of all. So this is a one-of-a-kind first opportunity here as Rockledge is just pouring it on. Now they lead 30-7. So, I didn't see anybody else out there.
Nope.
So let's get together and make a great tournament next year. That's going to be a charge. We're so fast today to shoot shots across the bow of other people's ships and criticize. And I'm not saying everybody does that. But the bottom line is ask questions. Let's ask questions and figure out. You're right. Should be a better, more involved tournament. So let's figure out how we can get there. Stolen away. And that layup, that's Sebastian on the layup. And it's 32-7. And the Raiders are running away with it. Titusville, to say they need some three-point shots like that is an understatement. And they get one from Quay. And they have finally hit double digits 11 minutes into the game. 13 minutes into the game, 13 minutes. This is Sebastian on the kick out three. That's good. You can see that coming as Vaughn drops the three. 25-point lead, 35-10. Whistle and a foul. Sebastian called on a hold. Checking in for Titusville's Braden W. That's a whistle. That's a hold. They wanted a travel, but not going to get it. And the referee says, no. The reason he travels because he was held. And that's exactly the point. That's 5 fouls on the Raiders. So to the line to shoot two goes number 11, Braden W. And he misses the first. They desperately need buckets, and you can't miss the free ones. Sorry, guys. And he hits the second, 35-12. This is Sebastian who catches an errant pass and throws up a three, no good. Rebound to the Terriers. Nice job that time by Dalton underneath. 2:15 to go until halftime. And this Cocoa Beach Invitational JV basketball tournament sponsored by Fast Phenom. That's just great defense. We've seen it to start all day here. Still great defense. And finally, and I tell you what, the referee did a nice job that time letting Rockledge play a physical style of defense. And, and listen, to the credit of Joseph, he did what he could get away with until he couldn't get away with it anymore.
Yeah.
And now he knows what he can't get away with. And that is the 6th foul of the half. And once we reach 5, it's automatic 2 shots from the charity stripe as Braden W. drops the first. And then once we go to the third quarter, that resets and we get a fresh 5. It's a rule implemented starting last year, and that ball drops as well. And it's 35-13, stolen away. Oh, what a block by Vaughn. All ball. In fact, it was so much ball, he put a trajectory on it backwards. Nice follow off the glass by Joseph, and it's 37-13. The lead is 24. Caden J with it. Tries to go inside, left with no other recourse. but to just throw it up, that's a charge. Yeah, that's the right call. 15 has picked up his second foul. He's going to have to come out because I believe it's his third overall. As Jeremy should be checking in, and number 15 does come out, and so does Sebastian. Trying to work that ball inside for two here. Baseline dribble inside, kick out, throw it away. Rockledge ball with 54 seconds to play in half number one. This has been all Raiders from the start. They led it 14-2, and now 37-13. Grabbed him by the waist, no call. That three nearly dropped, but it does not. Out of bounds. Titusville basketball. 39.2 seconds to play in the half. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. Take a break. Quay with it for Titusville. Swings it on the perimeter to Braden W. Baseline inside, no good. Rebound by London C. That three from the corner is no good. Titusville again with the offensive board. And trying to snag it there was Jeremy from Rockledge, but he slides out of bounds. Ball back to the Terriers. Titusville looking for an open three. Instead, oh my. That's a block. Called a foul and a two-shot foul coming up. You see anything there? What'd you see?
Personally, I feel the defender had his feet set.
Well, he blocked the ball. That's what I'm asking. Was it a foul or all ball?
I saw all ball.
Free throw is off the back of the iron, and again, Titusville struggling from the free throw line. Can't do this. Trailing by 24. Oh for 2. Raiders with the board. This is Vaughn with it. 15 seconds to go. Last shot hold here, possession. As he tried to take that last shot at the buzzer, will not go. As we have reached halftime with your score, Rockledge 37 and Titusville 13. Back with the second half. Probably should be 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see you then. All right, welcome back here to Cocoa Beach Junior Senior High School. And, man, you just can't say enough about how impressive the Rockledge Raiders have been in this one. And, listen, I was impressed by Melbourne in their, two-quarter scrimmage against each other. If this holds up, or, we've seen crazy things. Maybe Titusville puts together one hell of a second-half run, and maybe they win the game. But if Rockledge continues to play defense the way they're playing defense, I don't see it. And that really has me looking forward to a semifinal game between them and Melbourne. Now, the other thing, too, is talking about some of the teams that aren't here. Cocoa, Rockledge and Cocoa played a really good game the other night, Thursday night in basketball. Rockledge boys won both those games over Cocoa. Bayside had a great year this year, JV. Bayside's program as a whole this year. Danny Miller down there doing just a terrific job down there. And the girls program was great this year. And so there are big things coming for Bayside as Rockledge gets ready to go here in half number 2. Coming up, the next game, I believe I'm going to take a break. What's wrong?
Yeah. Oh, no. Sorry, I thought you were referencing the next game on the schedule.
Yeah. So we'll update this bracket for you for the next game coming up. But the semifinals, Rockledge wins, finishes off Cocoa or Titusville here. The next game coming up is what?
It's going to be Cocoa Beach and Satellite.
And then what?
And then after that is Vieira and Palm Bay.
Okay, so I may give the Cocoa Beach and the Satellite game to my man Caleb, and I'll be back for the. I can't do 6 games today. So I got to rest the voice in between a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be ready to go for the semifinals and the finals. 8 on the clock. We're underway here. Team switch sides. The Raiders in white with the Columbia blue and red trim numbers. Titusville in black with the Terrier blue and yellow trim. And that is just a purdy spin move. And Rockledge picks right up where they left off. 39-13, 26-point lead. They can get into a 35-point lead. They'll run the clock. And that will go a long way in ensuring that does not happen as Braden W. drops a 3, and it's 39-16. 23 becomes the lead. As 22, Landon gets set to inbound. Now for the Vieira Palm Bay game, we have first and last names, which is good. And somebody sent me the Melbourne first and last names. Yeah, you can't get any more wide open than that on the way to the bucket. You got to finish it. Kicking it out here. And Rockledge fails twice on the inside. Titusville comes away with it. Got to take advantage. Need 3 or 2 here for sure. Nearly threw it away. There's a nice step up 3. And that's how you do it, young man. As Kenzel B drops a 3. And it's 39-19. The lead is down to 20. Chip away now. One-handed shot, no good. I'm looking at the comments. What does glazing Rockledge mean? What does that mean?
Is somebody saying that you're it's a new way of saying favoritism. You're glazing over Rockledge.
Somebody must be upset that Titusville's losing by 12. Look, I get it. I'd be upset too. And there's another 3. Chipping away. 39-22. Obviously, they don't know the first thing about announcing. I mean, when one team is playing 24 points better than the other team, you're probably going to hear a little bit more about that team. But, hey, what do I know?
No,
we don't know anything about this.
Nope.
41-22. That's called glazing the comments. Underneath. And it's 41-24. I'll tell you what, Titusville has cut into it here and knocked this lead all the way down to 17 points. And as we said coming out of the half, that, we've seen crazy things happen.
Yes, we have.
Okay? But two things Titusville better do this half. The first thing they better do is they better make their free throws when they get them.
Yes.
Because they were terrible at the line in the first half. The second thing they need to do is they got to play better defense and shut down that perimeter. All right, so this can be done.
Yes.
41-24. And that goes out of bounds. .5:35 to play in the third. What's up, Miss April Sanders? Good to see Miss April. What a great coach she is, huh? My goodness. Won a middle school basketball championship this year. Her Terrier girls. She's one of the great ones for sure. April Sanders. Good idea inside, but picked off by Jeremy. And this is Vaughn. Just feels weird saying that. Oh, he traveled. Double dribbled, whatever you want to call it.
He took extra steps.
No, the official called double dribble, and that's exactly what he did. 41-24. Nice run by Titusville to start the third quarter. They got down by as many as 23, and now they've cut the gap to 17. And they got to hit this, and they do. Nate R. makes it a 15-point, and they steal it, Nate, again. And that time didn't hit it. And we get a whistle and a timeout. And Rockledge is seeing exactly what we're seeing, and that's Titusville chipping away at this lead, and that's how you do it. 4:51 to go in the third. They only trail by 15 now, very much in this basketball game now. Rockledge has seemed to relent a little bit on the defensive side of the equation here, so we'll see. Here we go. That's a good timeout by Rockledge. I love it when officials show up to do games, and there must be some kind of contest between officials to who's got the better suitcase. Right?
They come rolling in.
Because I've seen some of these suitcases, some of these MCOA officials roll in the door, and they're nice.
Yes.
They are nice, man. Wheels, the handles, all of them. And they're good-looking suitcases.
We're rolling, looking like the NBA players before.
Yeah, right? 41-26. And that's knocked out of bounds. That'll stay Raider basketball. 4:43 to go in the third. Both these programs got new football coaches in the last 2-3 weeks. Both of them homegrown guys. Titusville gets Matt Diesel this week. Rockledge got John Holmes back on the 16th of January. Nice job fighting for that rebound, and the officials have been consistent here, letting them play physical. Step back three is no good. Good block out underneath. That's an outstanding job by Nate underneath the block out, and it's 41-28 now. And that, who did he call that on? He called that on called that on Titusville. It's Kenzel B. So now the lead is just 13. So Titusville has cut 10 points off of this lead, and they've done it by playing outstanding defense, and they're hitting their shots. (42-28). Checking in for Rockledge is Jalen. And Jalen will hit that free throw. And it's 44-28. Is it 44 or 43?
43.
43-28. 15-point lead. I didn't see a lot of Nate in the first half. Shot. Oh my goodness. You see that vertical from Jeremy? Good Lord. I thought he was going to hit his head on the top of the backboard. Knocked it out of bounds, though. It's Titusville ball, 3:50 to play. Young man was hitting threes all day. Three, hits a three. Caden H cuts the lead to 12, and the Terriers continue to chip away.
Tell you what, they're feeling the momentum right now, and you can see there's almost like a new life that came out of that.
Absolutely.
Halftime.
Well, and this is a different combination we're seeing on the court. We didn't see this combination in the first half. Good job by the coach there. That should have been a foul, and it wasn't. Well, we only got 2 referees. That's just a miss right there, and that's from not having that third official, because that should have been a Rockledge foul right there. 43-31. There are instances where I don't think 3 officials is needed. That's backcourt. But you got to have them in a tournament, I think. Checking in for Rockledge is Tion. Another 3. That one from across the call, that's too far. Got to get a better look. 43-31. What looked like a potential running clock situation has now turned into what could be a tight fourth quarter. Jalen with it, dribbles down the lane, and nice job by Nate to tie him up. Yeah, I was going to say, he forced the travel. I didn't know if I missed it, but I guess not. Checking in is Caden J. Nate has been quite the addition. Look at that, high off the glass, won't go. Nate battling for the rebound, taken away by Jeremy. Here come the Raiders with it. This is Vaughn with it. Vaughn through the legs, down the lane, nice move, good feed. Pass didn't get home though, and to the line to shoot 2 will go Jalen. 43-31 is our score here with 2:28 to play in the third. And this is all Titusville this quarter. (44-31) as 21 checks in Landon C. I guess now I'm glazing Titusville. 44-30, 45-31. Oh, nearly stolen away. And this is the kind of defense Rockledge was playing in the first half. They have not played that to start the second half. in-your-face physical. Nate from the elbow. The floater is a beaut, Clark, and it's 45-33. And they throw it away. Terrier ball. Chance to cut it to 9. Down the lane, off the glass. Won't go. But the rebound to Caden J. They need it. This is a big possession right here.
Ooh.
Yeah! He got it! And it is 9 at 45-36. And that'll be a foul on Titusville.
The energy has changed.
The momentum has definitely shifted. What was a 23-point lead has been cut to 9 with 84 seconds to play in the third. (45-36).
You know, when you went into halftime, I can almost say Titusville's coach went out and just told his team to do exactly what you said. Win the quarter. Don't look at the lead as a whole. Go out, win the quarter.
That's exactly what they need to do.
And Titusville.
In fact, you take the quarter when you're down by that many, and you divide it up into 2. Win this first 4 minutes.
Correct.
Go win this first 4 minutes. Now go win these next 4 minutes. Now, right now, coming out of that timeout, go win these 90 seconds.
Yes.
45-36. Rockledge taking their time, realizing the gravity of the situation. Oh, good feed inside. High off the glass, won't go. The follow, cleanup won't go. I thought that was over the back. Yeah, that's offensive foul. That's exactly what I thought that was over the back there, and it is at 45-36. And the Terriers could realistically, with a 3, cut this to 6. But it's okay to look for 2 now, too. Oh, wide open on the left side wing. And the Raiders trying to cover it up. Nothing errant if you're Titusville. Make sure those passes get home. Yeah, they can't throw it off the backboard like that either. He gets his own ball. Good follow on the shot, though. Follow the shot. Right here. Kick out in the corner for 3. Wide open look is good! And the Terriers down by just 6 now. Good fake inside, no foul. Titusville with the rebound. Take the easy 2. They will, and they're down by 4, Caleb. A 23-point lead, down to 4. And the shot at the buzzer is no good, but the Titusville Terriers with an outstanding third quarter trail by just 4, 45-41.
I mean, you just watch the bench exploded as if Titusville hit a game winner.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, their energy and mood has completely changed. They are feeling really good about themselves, and they're doing the small things right now,
Yeah.
and that's what's turned this ball game.
I said that 23. The lead was what's that? Yeah. Yeah. 24-point deficit they have overcome, Caleb.
They really. This is what you love to see, too.
Yeah, 24 point. And right now, the thing is to do this now, sending into the fourth quarter. You've had Rockledge chasing the entire third quarter, so here you are at the end of the game. You might have them tired. And that's how you cannot start it. and Landon with it, and that's a big bucket for Rockledge. 47-41. The lead is back to 6. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, if I'm being completely honest here. I would love to see this game get tied up, watch them play from there, because we're broadcasting it, right? I want the best, most exciting finish.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I'm cheering for them, but, I want to see a great game. Titusville slowing it down a little bit. Cannot turn the basketball over. This is Quay with it. Quay to the basket. Off the side. Great job by Nate underneath. Nate fighting for that rebound. Gets it. And the thing that I really like about what he did there was went right back up with it. And Nate was one of the guys on the bench that turned around and heard me say that Titusville didn't do a very good job with their free throws in the first half. And he kind of looked and smiled. So let's see if he converts here, because these are huge right now. 7:10 to play in the game. Short.
He knew as soon as it came off the hand.
He knew it. Yeah, he knew it was short. Good shooters usually know when their shots are off immediately or on. How many times have you seen him turn around and he misses them both? 47-41, 7:07. Oh, pocket picked by Quay. And here comes wide open underneath, and that's going to be a foul. And number 22, Landon does not like the call from the referee, as he has had his hands over his head. But that's going to send to the free throw line Kensal B. And after going over their last 2 here at the charity stripe, big buckets here, 6:53. For their last 4, make those, and it's a 2-point game. Free throws and turnovers.
When you have the opportunity to make it close with the clock not running.
Yeah, especially with the clock not running. But, it's a pet peeve of mine. It's a thing I've complained about for 2 years on these basketball broadcasts. Last year, I don't know what it is this year, but last year, the county-wide free throw rate for boys was 54% from the charity stripe. It's got to be better. It's got to be better from the charity. The girls were higher than the boys were, but it's the girls. I think the girls tend to focus a little more on the fundamentals of the game and correct technique and shooting, which is why they get better shooting percentages from just about everywhere on the floor, except from 3, so to speak. But 54% is not a good number from the charity stripe for high school basketball. That's a travel. And he's going to call foul first. That was a foul first. 6:49 to go, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. While we have the time to take a timeout on the floor, I want to thank several people for today. I want to thank Cocoa Beach for inviting us and having us here today, and I want to thank Fast Phenom Tyler, my man Tyler at Fast Phenom. Does a heck of a job, does a great job training. They got a great facility on Shank Avenue. There in the Vieira Business Center, Unit 3. Tyler has worked with kids as young as 6 years old, NBA players. They've helped hundreds make their school teams get playing time, more playing time, and earn college scholarships. So I'm telling you, if you're looking for good one-on-one basketball training, give them a call, Fast Phenom, at 321-325-3300. 6:41 to play in the second quarterfinal of the day. That is short. Titusville's got a block out. That's 3 straight opportunities, and cashing in on the 4th straight opportunity is Joseph. He had 4 shots at an offensive rebound, and the lead is out to 8. Nate short on his shot, but he steals the ball back, loses it in transition to Sebastian. And Rockledge in no hurry, nor should they be. This is Ty Leak. That 3, Rockledge hasn't hit one in the second half. Out of bounds, Titusville basketball. Listen, I think if you're Titusville, Rockledge is playing hesitant, even with an 8-point lead in 5:30. If you're Titusville, man, keep going after them. Send them to the line. If you foul them, who cares, right? I mean, what's 2 shots? You can't foul them more. You know what I mean? You're only getting the most shots they're going to get are 2. It's good. And that's a beautiful shot there. And it's 51-41. The lead is 10. And this is where Rockledge desperately needs a bucket. This end down the floor, out of bounds. Or Titusville desperately needs a bucket, I should say. .503 to play. 6-point lead, back to 10 now. Coming up next, it's Cocoa Beach and Satellite to determine what the second semifinal will be. This is Landon. Wide open on the left wing, dribbles inside. Nice job by Landon for Rockledge, and the lead is back out to 12 again. And Rockledge is playing that press defense. And did they force the turnover or foul? It's a good timeout by Titusville, as you can feel momentum slipping away from the Terriers, who clearly had it here in quarter number 3. But right now, it's Rockledge's game to lose. But Titusville made it a game, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. I mean, considering, we were talking, it almost being a running clock situation going into halftime. And Titusville exploded in that third quarter.
Mm-hmm. Rivalry game up next.
I'm excited for that one.
Battle of the Beach. Caleb will bring you probably the first half, probably that whole game. And so now keep in mind he'll be by himself doing it. So you won't get names. You'll get Satellite, Cocoa Beach shooting it. It's tough to work the camera, do the scoreboard, and call out the names all at the same time. So.
But you will get my best to try to get the
There
names
you
out
go. There you go. .423 to go in this one. 53-41. The one-handed floater too high off the glass. And Rockledge will come away with the rebound. This is Landon, who has had a heck of a game here. It's not, they win. It ain't this one that matters. It'll be the next one. And if Rockledge hangs on here with 4 minutes to go, they'll face Melbourne. But Titusville has certainly had something to say here about Rockledge winning in this second half, all wide open. And the finish by the guy that started it, Landon. And it is 55-41 as the Raiders begin to extend the lead back out here. 14 with 3:43 to go in the last 2 or 3 possessions down the floor. May have put the proverbial nail in the coffin here, Caleb. And I think the momentum killer here was the 4 straight missed free throws. The opportunity to look at the scoreboard and see a 2-point deficit. And you look up, you just had the ball twice with the time clock stopped, and you couldn't dent the lead. Can be a real demoralizer.
Oh, it definitely is a demoralizer.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. That's a heck of an effort. This, I believe, is the final JV game for a lot of these teams. Because
Yeah.
next week is the varsity district.
Yeah.
So
JV season's done.
So to see, nice job there by Rodney. To see Titusville come back and fight back like they did, that's impressive.
Yes.
3:30 to go. And can't have that. The lead is out to 15 now with 3:26. Long headman pass down the floor, but the bounce pass inside is stolen by Riley J. Stolen back by Vaughn T. Stolen back by Kenzel B. The dish off to Caden J is no good. Rebound to Joseph from Rockledge. Whistle and a timeout by the Raiders with 3 minutes to go. I'm going to step aside. We'll be right back for the final 180 seconds of this one. Welcome back here in the Raiders. Have pulled back out to a 57-42 lead, and that was after Titusville got a 24-point lead all the way down to 6. And the Raiders turn the ball over here with 2:50 to go in the game. So more than likely it's going to be Rockledge and Melbourne in the first semifinal game at 4:30. Second semifinal game will be determined between the winners of Satellite Beach or Satellite and Cocoa Beach and
Viera and Palm Bay.
Viera and Palm Bay. .230 to go. Rockledge working the ball around the perimeter, no shot clock. And Brevard County High School basketball, and I say Brevard County because there is a shot clock that you can look. If you could put them in every gym, you could have them because they're allowed. And that's a whistle and a foul. And to the free throw line will go Dalton to shoot 2 with 2:09 to go. The Terriers 0 for their last 4 and 1 for their last 8 from the charity stripe. And that has been the difference in allowing Rockledge to get back out in front this way again. And that's good. And Dalton hits them both. And the lead is 14 at 57-43 with 2:09 to go. Keon set to inbound for the Raiders. Titusville all over it with a press, broken with some nice passes. And the Raiders will just hold it up, whistles, fouls, everything. Push. So we'll see how many fouls this is on Titusville. Once they get to 5, Rockledge will shoot 2 regardless. There are no 1-and-1s again. No bonuses, none of that. The bonus is 5. 121 seconds to play. We'll be with you until Rockledge writes in their name on the bracket, and then we'll log off and get the scoreboard set up for the next game, and then log back on for Satellite and Cocoa Beach. Today's tournament, the Cocoa Beach Invitational, brought to you by BSN Basketball. 2:01 to play. Raiders moving the ball around. Good ball movement. Stolen away, though. Nice job. 57-45. It's a 12-point lead. I watched Maryland blow a 12-point lead to Duke one time with 1:10 to go. So, like I said, while anything is possible, I've only seen that once, and that was 25 years ago. I was actually in attendance for that one. College Park. Celebrating, we're happy. The next day was the Super Bowl. The Ravens were playing in the Super Bowl. Maryland up by 12 points over Duke. We're going to beat them. Nope. Didn't happen. I thought it was an omen. The Ravens would get beat by the Giants the next day. Corner 3 is good. There you go. That's how Duke did it. 57-48. The lead is 9. Got a foul. Got a foul. Got a foul. Got a foul. And for some reason, Rockledge calls a timeout. I'd take that.
Yeah.
If I am Titusville, I certainly take Rockledge's gifted timeout. But, I mean, you know, listen, the lead is 9. That's 3 threes. You got to get 3 possessions in 47.6 seconds. And, you know, I think Coach is just reiterating to his guys, listen, man, we don't need to put anything up quick. Make them foul us. Hold the basketball and get it in. There he is. And he throws it away. That is the perfect scenario for Titusville. Why? Because the ball didn't even bounce in bounds. He completely threw it out without the clock even starting. So now Titusville gets the first of what is the first of 3 needed possessions. Got to get it up quick, though. Can't play with it. Right there, he's got to shoot that. He had to shoot that. Yeah, you can't play with this. You got to get it up. Shoot the ball. Yeah, I don't understand this strategy. All right, so now we're going to get free throws here. And based on how they've been from the line, it may not be a bad idea if they foul them. But, I mean, if you're Titusville, you had 2 wide open looks from 3. You have got to shoot the basketball there. And the first one is good. That's Caden J. Second free throw is good as well. So 4 for their last 4. And the lead is 7 at 57-50. Yeah, 26.5 seconds to go. Titusville passing the ball around the perimeter took 13 seconds off the clock themselves. And this is going to go against Titusville. Rockledge not yet at 5 fouls, so if you're going to foul, you got to do it now. And he does not call it. Calls it there. All right, so that's the 5th. So Rockledge will go to the line and shoot 2. And this is kind of where I don't like that rule, the 2-shot rule. And this is where I miss the 1-and-1. This is where the strategy comes into play. You know, because if he misses the front end of a 1-and-1, Titusville gets the rebound, comes down, takes a 3. Like right now, Titusville's got the rebound. If that's the front end of a 1-and-1, that's why I don't care too much for it. The automatic 2-shot at 5 foul rule. And it's 58-50, and Rockledge will take another timeout.
I'm definitely excited for the semifinal game.
Huh?
I'm definitely excited for this possible upcoming semifinal game between Rockledge and Melbourne, because again we saw Melbourne play in that inter squad scrimmage.
Yeah.
Melbourne's got the size to definitely size up with Rockledge.
Yeah.
And be just as physical down low.
Yep. Melbourne will be the better rested team. You know, Titusville with a great effort here in the second half. Got down by as many as 24 early in the third, but cut the lead to as many. I mean, they got the lead, they got it all the way down to 6 and couldn't get any closer. And a lot of, Billy Mims, the head basketball coach at Florida Tech, used to tell me all the time, he'd say, Alan, a lot of times when you trail by that much and come back like that, the comeback takes so much out of you that you don't have anything left to take the lead or maintain it. So 16 seconds to go. We'll get 2 shots here as the Raiders will advance to the semifinals to face the Melbourne Bulldogs. That'll come up at 4:30 today. Somebody has confidently already told everyone in the group chat that no sense in watching because Melbourne is already going to win the whole thing. So,
okay.
So just go ahead and take care of what you got to take care of. Don't worry about watching the rest of the day. We already know the outcome. And 59-50. 12 seconds to go, and the kiss off the ground. Yeah, they're going to foul. It's going to happen. Yep, knew it. And the question that rains down from the Rockledge bench is why? I second the notion. But I play to the final whistle. That's what you do. Coach pulls everybody back. And this will do it right here. And again, we'll stay on until Rockledge writes their name in, and that will make it 60-52. As Rockledge advances to the semifinal. So let's take a look at the Raiders, who will shake hands and then write their name on the think that's our roster right there for Satellite. There you go. You got him?
Yep.
There he goes, right in Rockledge. All right, as Satellite and Cocoa Beach take the floor, we'll be back.